and fun. Stand clear of the closing doors, please. You gotta love this channel. It's New York.
That's right. Thank you, Charlie. Hello and welcome back, everybody. We are here at the Intrepid Sea, Air and Space Museum here on the west side of Manhattan. Welcome, everybody. I'm about to go upstairs to the flight deck of the Intrepid, and this is a special free event here on Friday evening, April 26, 2024. Hello to my mod squad. Cool guy Ricardo is here. Emily Gangadine is here. Karina Thompson is here. Welcome to my mod squad. Let's also welcome Christopher Dotson. Hello again, Christopher. And let's see, Keith Havens is also here. Sharon L is here. Hello, Sharon. Sally Scipio is here. Hello again, Sally. Welcome to everybody. Let me flip that camera around. We're going to walk upstairs to the hangar deck of the Intrepid, and we're going to go have some fun. Again, no food today. Hello, LAB. Welcome back, LAB. My chocolate and toffee covered matzah came out awesome. I'm so proud of myself because, like I said earlier, I'm not the greatest cook, but it really came out great. So let's go have some fun, everybody. Here we go. So we are about to go to the hangar deck. So let's walk upstairs. There's also an elevator, but there's a line for the elevator, so we may as well walk. And hopefully we won't have any buffering. Hey, Danette is here. Hey, Danette. I loved your stream today from Grand Central Terminal. I hope you got to see the annex of the New York City Transit Museum. I hope you and Ann were able to see that. Oh, and by the way, guys, there is the Concorde. There it is in all its glory. The British Airways Concorde. Looks beautiful. As we continue upstairs, again, this is a free event. It's only available on select Fridays. Again, it's not every Friday, just select Fridays. Oh, excuse me. I'm a piggy. I burped. So again, I hope there's not going to be any buffering in here. Hopefully there won't be. Okay, so we're inside now. Inside the Intrepid. Yes, the Concorde LAB. And Lisa's here joining us in the mod squad. Hey, Lisa. This is an MK-10 Mod O optical landing system. During World War II, an aircraft carrier's landing signal officer, LSO, stood on a platform at the edge of the flight deck and waved colored paddles as pilots approached the carrier. His signals helped pilots adjust their glide path for a safe landing. As aircraft landing speeds increased in the jet age, the optical landing system replaced the paddle waving LSO. This device was mounted at the edge of the flight deck. A source light mounted farther aft was shown into the mirror. Approaching pilots would see this ball of light in the mirror, earning the device the nickname Meatball. The position of the ball relative to the row of green lights on either side indicated if the plane was on the correct glide path. If the ball was higher or lower than the green lights, the pilot was either too high or too low. If the ball was in line with the lights, the pilot was on the right path. The Meatball displayed here is a land-based model used to train naval aviators at the naval air stations for the challenges of carrier landings. So here it is. cool. Wow. Check this out, guys. Keith Haven saying, my principal was constantly waving a paddle at me. And hello to Ronnie C. Hey, Ronnie, welcome. We are inside the Intrepid. This is one of the propellers from the Intrepid. Now, they have another propeller outside. I showed that to you a while back. Hello, Katie. Hey, Katie, welcome. Glad to see you. This is one of the Intrepid's 4 propellers. Move the ship through the seas. Intrepid could reach maximum speeds approaching 32 knots or more than 37 miles per hour. Remember, a ship bases its speed in knots. Knots per hour, not miles per hour. Look at the size of this propeller, guys. Wow. Thing is huge. Goes way up. Huge. And check out this aircraft, guys. This, women in World War II naval aviation. This is a Grumman Eastern Aircraft TBM 3E Avenger. That's what it looks like when it's in flight. And it says the Avenger was first flown in 1941 and introduced operationally in June of 1942. It was the U.S. Navy's standard torpedo bomber throughout World War II, and more than 9,836 were constructed. They were originally built with the designation TBF by Grumman Aircraft Engineering Corporation. And in 1943, Grumman was also tasked with building the F-6F Hellcat fighter for the Navy. To meet the wartime production quotas for both aircraft, the manufacturing of the Avenger was moved to the former automotive facilities of General Motors near Trenton, New Jersey. Ah, interesting. And you could read the rest if you'd like. Hey, Virginia! Virginia joining us in the Mod Squad. Hello, Virginia. We are here on the Intrepid. Oh, wow. Perhaps the most famous Avenger pilot was President George H.W. Bush. Ah. Flew from the escort carrier USS San Jacinto in 1944. And here's the length. It was 40 feet, 11 and a half inches. The wingspan was 54 feet, 2 inches. The height of the plane, 15 feet, 5 inches. Empty weight was 10,545 pounds. And maximum weight was 17,893 pounds. And its top speed, 275 miles per hour. Not as fast as one of your more conventional jet planes. And its crew consisted of 1 pilot, a radio man, and a turret gunner. And you can see that the wings are folded up. Or in this case, it's folded down. Or actually, I don't know if the wing is even there. Oh, no, here. Oh, I see. It's folded back. The wing is folded back. Interesting. There's the wing. So it's folded back. Elle, the original, joining us in the Mod Squad. Hello, Elle, and hello to Dolores. And this next plane you can see here the wing is folded up. It's a Navy aircraft. VF-33. Definitely great show today, Danette and Anthony. Absolutely. I always love going to Grand Central. He's a chopper. Get in the chopper. It certainly is a big old airplane, Chris. Co-pilot and plane captain Marino L. DeLu, air crewman Michael P. Hallahan. Oh, that's okay, Danette. That's okay. No problem. I did make my toffee and chocolate covered matzah. It came out fantastic. You can always check the replay. And this is a double helix helicopter. You could see one helix in the front and the other helix in the back. So it's a double propeller helicopter. Big old helicopter. Wow. Check this plane out, guys. Wow. Let me see what this one is. It's an A4 Skyhawk. And if you're interested, guys, you can scan that QR code. So if you're interested in learning more about this aircraft, there's the QR code. And speaking of QR codes, let me just put this. Put that there. And let's get that. There we go. So in case anybody's interested in my social media or my email, you can scan the QR code in the top right-hand corner of your screen. I'm not going to leave that up there too long, guys, because I don't want you to miss any of the sites here. Anybody want to take a guess at what this is? Go ahead, Jeanette. Go ahead. This is a replica. This is not an actual Mercury capsule. It's a replica. Okay, I'm going to take the QR code down so that everybody could see. Okay. So this is a Mercury capsule replica. The one-man Mercury capsule was the first vehicle to carry American astronauts into space. 6 manned Mercury capsules were launched between 1961 and 1963. After the Soviet Union launched Sputnik in 1957, aeronautical engineer and World War II submarine veteran Max Faget joined the newly formed National Aeronautics and Space Administration, also known as NASA, to help build the Mercury space capsule. Faget convinced NASA to develop a blunt-nosed capsule launched into orbit on a missile rather than a rocket plane. The design was employed in the Mercury and subsequent Gemini programs. The Mercury space capsules splashed down in the ocean. Aircraft carriers served as recovery vessels, picking up astronauts and their capsules after their missions. Intrepid was the primary recovery vessel for the Mercury 7 mission in 1962 and the Gemini 3 mission in 1965. This capsule is a replica. Again, it's not the actual capsule. It is a replica of the Aurora 7, the capsule that carried astronaut Scott Carpenter into space during Mercury 7's mission on May 24th, 1962. Good information for you to know, guys, for a future trivia contest. No, actually, Christopher, it's below 56th Street, because I got off the bus on 42nd, so it's like 44th Street. So it's definitely below 56. Definitely below 56. Okay, getting back to the A4B Skyhawk. And I don't want to bore you with all these details, guys. So I'm not going to read everything to you. I'll read this one to you because this one is interesting. In the early 1950s, the U.S. Navy sought a jet-powered replacement for the large piston engine AD-1 Skyraider. Noted aircraft designer Edward Henry Ed Heinemann and his team at Douglas Aircraft Company designed the versatile A4 Skyhawk. The Skyhawk's key feature was its small delta-shaped wing. With a span of only 27.5 feet, the wings did not require folding for hangar deck storage. Eliminating heavy and complex wing folding mechanisms saved weight. Thank you, Danette. Thank you, Virginia. Yes, Pier 86 is on 12th and 46th Street. 12th and 46th. Thank you, Virginia. And again, thank you, Danette. So here you can see the wing. And the flaps are down, you can see. This particular flap is down. And you can see the position of the delta-shaped wing, similar to the delta-shaped wing on the Concorde. And this is what tower looks like. Yes, definitely, Christopher. Definitely on 12th Avenue, yes. Last stop on the M42 bus. Last stop on the M42. And here's a model of a submarine. Small submarine. And again, this is just a model.
This time we can breathe a little bit easier because when we're doing minor corrections, we're not doing any big burns behind the moon. And then we come back, and after 10 days, again, we splash down off the coast of San Diego. So again, that mission is going to be in September 2025, so put it on your calendars now. And hopefully we can put on a good show for you guys. So, like I said, the crew, they're actively engaged. The number one thing they're doing right now is they're training for the mission. They're learning different parts of the spacecraft themselves, but as part of learning about the spacecraft, they're providing us feedback and making the spacecraft better. We work very closely with the flight control team to make sure, hey, everything that they want to see in the spacecraft is what we're putting into the spacecraft so they can have a good ride. They've been a very good boost of energy for us. And of course, they got to really take care of themselves too. They want to make sure that, they're prepped for get the food that they like put on board. So they're trying out different samples of the food. They got to try out actually fitting inside the spacecraft.
Hey, Salt Lake Snow Bunny. Hey, Salt Lake.
But when you're in there with 4 people, it's still a pretty cramped space.
Oh, that's awesome. That's right. I remember you told me about that, Salt Lake.
And the emergency egress, emergency exit capabilities are all working as they expect it to work. So they're super busy, and we're super pumped to have those guys.
Oh, thank you, Salt Lake. Alan the rock star.
And they're ready to go, and we're getting ready to go.
Katie wants to know, are we going to see Top Gun?
Okay. All right, so where is the spacecraft?
Okay, so we're going to move along.
So the spacecraft is down in Florida, and the capsule is fully built. The service module is fully built, and as you can see, they've been integrated together
And these are different submarines.
Going and doing integrated spacecraft testing. So there's a variety of tests that we can perform together to make sure all the systems are talking together.
Turtle submarine was first used in 1775. It had a crew of only one person, and it was only submerged 6 feet. Then the H.L. Hunley, first used in 1863. It had a crew of 8.
What do you guys think? You guys pumped? You guys ready to go back up to space? All right.
And it was submerged 20 feet.
So we got time for some questions.
The USS Holland, in service from 1900 to 1905, had a crew of about 6 or 7. Went down 54 feet. Then there was the Grayback class, submerged 318 feet. It was in service from 1958 to 1984. Had a crew of about 87 or more. And the newest, Los Angeles class, in service from 1976 to the present, had a crew of 130. And it was submerged 950 feet. Today's American submarines are painted black, the best color for hiding underwater. Makes sense? Submarines are electrically heated on the inside because they operate at a depth where the water is quite cold, generally 39 degrees Fahrenheit or 4 degrees Celsius.
Did you know that there's been somebody living continuously on space stations for more than 20 years? We've had people in space for 20 years.
And this is what the operations center from inside the submarine would look like. Again, this is just a model.
All the science we're doing on the space station, and we've just decided right now that those kind of activities NASA is looking to hand over to private companies, and that's why NASA is continuing to go more further out in space. So good question.
And this is a huge checker table. I guess this is where they would go during their meals. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner are served daily. The crew has 15 to 20 minutes to eat each meal. Submariners work around the clock, so a fourth meal is also served around midnight. Midrats, short for midnight rations, are typically soup or leftovers. So this is what the mess hall would look like. Not that kind of mess. And again, they would play board games such as chess or checkers. I don't think so either, Sharon. I don't think so either. I would definitely be claustrophobic. Fresh water. What does it feel like to pick up a gallon jug of water? It is very heavy. Fresh water for an entire patrol is too heavy and too large to store on board. Submarines create their own fresh water through desalinization, which removes impurities and salt from ocean water. Ricardo said, I'll be back in 25 minutes. Have to do something? No problem, Ricardo. El says, is that a bed? You talking about this or no? That's right, Lisa. They can play chess and checkers. You're right. Okay, so the engines on a diesel-electric submarine need to take in air to create combustion and let out fumes, so they cannot be used underwater. These engines charge the submarine's batteries while at the water's surface, and the batteries power the entire boat while underwater. picture of the engine room control booth from the USS Growler in the early 1960s. Okay, we are going to move along.
And that's one of the reasons that for Artemis, we've got signed what we call the Artemis Accord. And there's a number of countries that have signed in to explore the United States together, jointly, not in America, but
And I guess this is where crew got their haircut.
and make sure that we have agreement from all these countries on how to treat these locations, how to treat the moon, how to treat Mars, to make sure that we don't do bad things in those places. So I think, really, the Mars question, that's a question for you, right? When we go back to Mars, that'll be about the time when you're ready to come and make your footprint and make your impact on the world. So you should be thinking about, hey, how you think we should be making Mars better, and hopefully you can help make sure that doesn't happen.
Any other questions? Yep, over here.
So as the general public, if we're interested in this mission, how can we contribute or be part of the mission?
How can you contribute? So there's lots of ways. We are trying to have lots of ways to connect with the spacecraft. For Artemis 1, we had Calypso, which was an interactive computer on board the spacecraft. You could actually send commands from the ground, and they would go up and they would do different functions of the spacecraft. So we haven't announced any of those things that we're going to do Artemis 2, but I'm sure that
Ooh, they have a simulator, guys. A flight simulator. Wow. Oh, this is so cool. Salt Lake, that is a really good question. Salt Lake asked, would you rather go to the depths of the ocean in a sub or outer galaxy in a spaceship? That's a very good question. That is a really, really good question. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, we're gonna go upstairs. Katie's saying I'd rather do neither. Okay, so now we are on the flight deck, guys. Here is a close-up of the Concorde. Check this out, guys. The British Airways Concorde. And again, guys, you could see the delta-shaped wing.
I said, just he heard her on the camera railing about.
Those of you that remember, the honeymoon is bang zoom to the moon. I love flying, by the way. I wish I could have flown on the Concorde. Katie says, I hate flying and I get seasick on boats. So again, there's the delta-shaped wing. See, it looks like a delta or a triangle. Not like your typical wing on a regular plane. Yes, supersonic speed. That's right, Salt Lake. Hey, Alicia Riggs is back with us. Hey, Alicia. And the Concorde got up to speeds of Mach 2. Mach 2 is also twice the speed of sound. So about 1,400 miles per hour. The speed of sound is about 700 miles per hour. So it broke the sound barrier at Mach 2. Once it hits Mach 1, that is the sound barrier, and then it breaks the barrier when it goes above Mach 1. So Mach 2 was about 1,400 miles per hour, and you were able to get from New York JFK to London Heathrow in approximately 3 to 3.5 hours. About half the time as it would normally take to get to Heathrow by a modern plane. We'll stay off Boeing. I don't think anybody wants to fly in a Boeing plane. And thank goodness, I don't think Concorde was made by Boeing. Now, the nose of the Concorde would tilt down at takeoff and landing, and that would reduce air friction, make it easier to glide in. Gorge is back. Hey, Gorge. Amazing to see British Airways in New York. That's right, Lisa. Lisa sending some home emojis. Hershey's kisses and the New York Yankees home emoji. Thank you so much, Lisa. Exactly, Salt Lake, yes. They refer to airspeed and boat speed in knots. Not miles per hour, but knots. Yes, you are absolutely correct, Salt Lake. What a beautiful, beautiful aircraft. And yes, that is the actual Concorde. That's not a model. That is the actual Concorde. So the nose is in the upright position now, but the nose used to tilt downward. And again, very interesting cone-shaped nose. So the nose of the Concorde would tilt downward on takeoff and landing. Gorge says it was a partnership with Air France and British Air. Got it, okay. And again, the Concorde was not a very large plane, but every seat on the Concorde was a first-class seat. You were served champagne, fabulous meals. Not that I would know because I was never a passenger on the Concorde. Katie wants to know why is a British plane in New York City? Because British Airways and Air France were the only airlines that ran the Concorde. Yeah. Very small fuselage, by the way. The fuselage on the Concorde was not very big. I mean, I think it was, I think the seating was only 2 and 1, I believe, or maybe it was 2 and 2. I'm not sure. But yeah, the fuselage was not very wide. It was not a wide body plane. And not a very long fuselage either. Again, you could see. Okay, the number of windows would tell you how many rows approximately. But again, the fuselage was not a very large fuselage. Totally built for speed. You're right, Salt Lake. You're absolutely right. Okay. Check out that cannon, guys. Yeah, exactly, Christian. Alan's personal plane. The homie plane. But I'm glad we were able to get a close-up of the plane. And they are giving tours now, not at this particular time, but they are going to start giving tours of the Concorde. So this can is part of I think it was actually part of the boat. Yeah. Wow. Hey, Desi. Hello, Myrna. Desi Des joining us in the Mod Squad. Hello, Desi. And you are looking at the Hudson River. Right across from the Hudson is New Jersey. And a beautiful sunset is upon us. Wonder if I can get to the other side of the ship. Oh, I could probably go upstairs.
Yeah. Taking all will be too scary. Nice clear day, nice sunshine on this screen. Only things will be too scary. Hey, go on the own excursion.
Lisa says, love seeing the Hudson River. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. So now we're on the landing deck, the flight deck, the Space Shuttle Pavilion. Let's check this out, guys. Gorge says Marina has one of these in front of her door just in case a salesman shows up. Okay, so let's check out some of these aircraft. By the way, the plural of aircraft is aircraft. There's no S at the end of aircraft. So the plural of aircraft is aircraft. Oh, and look at this line. Oh, that's for the Space Shuttle Pavilion. Got it. Okay, we're gonna wait on the line. But in the meantime, it's a long line. In the meantime, we'll check out some of these aircraft. So we're on the top level of the Intrepid on the landing deck. This is the deck where the planes, the jets would come in and land. And this is where the captain would sit, right up there. Yeah, very long line, LAB. Very long. Okay, so we're gonna wait on the line. In the meantime, we'll check out some of the aircraft here. Desi does say, never been there and lived in New York City for 25 years. Gorge said, I'm sorry, that's the line for the bathroom. I'm glad this was free, guys. And I'm glad there was no line to get in. Okay, so this is the McDonnell F4N Phantom 2. Now, I used to take classes here on trips when I was teaching. And they absolutely loved it. Hey, Dolphin Bear is here. Hey, Dolphin Bear. And D. Michael. Hey, D. Salt Lake wants to know if I remember the difference between VFR and IFR. Now, I remember when I was taking flying lessons, I did have to study about VFR and IFR. Now, I think that VFR was visual flight rules, and IFR, I know that VFR was visual. That means you were able to use the gadgets IFR, I think, was not using the gadgets, I guess. So let me know if I'm right. I'm pretty sure VFR was visual, where you were able to use the indicators. Hey, Courtya Lookin is here joining us in the Mod Squad. Hello, Courtya. So again, we are on the Intrepid. We are on the flight deck of the Intrepid, checking out some of the aircraft. And Gord saying that the Midway is much larger than the Intrepid. Oh, I'm sure that there are aircraft carriers that are a lot larger than this one. I'm sure. Visual flight rules. I was right. Okay, I was right. Okay. That's what it was. Got it. Okay, instrument. Thank you, Salt Lake. Okay, so I was half right. I knew that it was visual, but okay. So IFR is instrument. So you were able to use the instruments okay, got it. You were able to use the instruments on the plane, the different instruments in the cockpit. Got it. Okay, this is a MiG-17. This one right here. Got it. So I was half right. I knew that VFR was visual. IFR was instrumental. So you were able to use the instruments on an IFR, but for visual, you had to use your something about my flight training. I did remember something. Thank you for that. That was a great question. Thank you, Salt Lake. Christian saying it's sexist to mention the Concorde because Alan is only allowing women with fancy fashionable purses. Oh no, I would never do that. Everybody's allowed. Everybody's allowed. Exactly. Thank you, Salt Lake. Yes, the instruments on an airplane are usually called avionics. Exactly. Check out Salt Lake. Salt Lake Snow Bunny. Thank you, Salt Lake. You guys need to remember that. That could be on a future trivia contest. Thank you, Salt Lake. I appreciate that. So we're waiting online to get into the Space Shuttle Pavilion. Courtya said, I didn't receive a notification for the stream. Came across it by pure luck and by accident. I did send out a notification. D. Michael saying, learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. And yes, Christian, headings longitude and latitude. How many knots are we going, or is that ships? No, knots is both aircraft and ships. Both aircraft and ships travel in knots. Okay, this aircraft that you see right in front is the Northrop T-38N Talon. Of course, Northrop merged with Grumman, so they became Northrop Grumman. When do we take off? So, yeah, so Northrop merged with Grumman. They became Northrop Grumman. Oh, D. Michael. No, I can't do that. Salt Lake asked the Allen, in your area, do they ever have air shows like the Oshkosh, Wisconsin, or the famous Reno Airways? As a matter of fact, they do at Jones Beach during the summertime. They have air shows. I believe it's usually, I think it's July 4th weekend, I believe, at Jones Beach in Long Island. Grumman also made some really cool canoes at one time. Really, Dolphin Bear? I didn't know that. Interesting. Grumman also made some crappy buses at one time. The Grumman buses that were out in the early 80s were really crappy. I remember those buses. 51 degrees right now in Manhattan. The wind is blowing from the south-southeast at 8 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 42%. Okay, so as soon as we're done in here, we'll come back outside so that we can take a look at some more of the aircraft. Salt Lake's saying very cool out. And Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels are also, yes, the Blue Angels are the ones that fly, actually, yes. It is the Blue Angels. I once went to see an air show at Jones Beach many, many years ago. Okay, so we're almost at the door to get into the Space Shuttle Pavilion. And Nightbot reminding everybody that for as little as $1.99 a month, you too can become a member of Homies Herd. And again, special thanks to Darlene W. earlier this afternoon when I was making my toffee chocolate-covered matzahs. Darlene W. gifted another 10 memberships. So those of you that are now members of Homies Herd, welcome. And thank you again to Darlene W. You too can become a member for as little as $1.99 a month. Okay guys, here we go. Welcome to the Space Shuttle Pavilion. Gorge saying, please no bus shaming in this channel. It was definitely very, very... Darlene W. is so awesome. So awesome. It definitely was awesome of her. Thank you, Snow Bunny. Salt Lake. Myrna Bergen saying, I'm very excited for this. Ready and excited. Okay, Apollo when we went to the moon. And I hope we don't start buffering, guys. We might start buffering. The numbers are going up and down. Desi Des just sent a $4.99 super sticker. Thank you so much, Desi Des. How sweet it is. Thank you so much, Desi Des. I'll send you Hershey's Kisses in a little bit. Thank you so, so much. Desi Des with the $4.99 super sticker. Desi, thank you. Hershey's Kisses to you. Thank you, Desi. And the Wizard is joining us. Hello, the Wizard. Absolutely. It's always generous. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Dear Desi. Again, guys, I hope that it doesn't start buffering.
On 20 October, United Nations troops have seemingly sent the bulk of the communist forces.
Desi Des has to go, might be back. Okay, Desi, thank you again. We love you. Thank you, Desi. Take care, Desi. Be safe.
Hi, how are you?
Good, just one.
Alright, today we're going to take a quick moon photo.
What's that?
I said today we're going to take a quick moon photo and the background is going to be
Oh.
street over there.
Okay. 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 Okay, guys, again, I hope we do not lose the signal. Okay. When Neil Armstrong stepped onto the lunar surface, he was the pride of a nation. His achievement reflected the achievements of more than 400,000 engineers and technicians who worked to launch and land the crew. As millions watched the grainy images of a lone figure 250,000 miles from home step onto another world, humanity's dream of space travel became a reality. But behind that unifying moment was a decade of scientific competition between two swaggering titans, the United States and the Soviet Union, each seeking the higher ground in a turbulent decade. Virginia saying the signal is good. Awesome. Myrna saying, say cheese. Clashing titans. As the United States and the Soviet Union moved beyond the uneasy alliance of World War II, the two world powers soon began vying for military and political influence around the world and began a period of hostilities known as the Cold War. John F. Kennedy.
We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept. One we are willing to and one we
And hello to Sharon DePasquale. Hey, Sharon. Okay, we are moving right along. The point of contention, the Jupiter missile. This nose cone is an unused flight-like test article of a U.S. Jupiter missile. In 1961, Jupiter nuclear missiles installed at Air Force bases in Turkey and Italy had the range and accuracy to pose a direct the Cuban Missile Crisis with the United States. In retaliation, the Soviet Union deployed R-12 Divina nuclear missiles throughout Cuba, an ally of the Soviet Union since the Cuban Revolution. Both countries now had nuclear weapons within range of each other, and the 12 days of the Cuban Missile Crisis was the closest the US and the Soviet Union came to declaring war. Both Divina and Jupiter missiles were recalled in 1962 as a result of international negotiations.
Abi beni çok seviyorlar ya.
America's first satellite. Better late than never. After the launches of Sputnik and Sputnik 2, the first American satellite needed something to demonstrate its significance in order to compete with its Soviet rivals. That significance was scientific discovery. Explorer 1, while small, contained two key scientific instruments, a micrometeoroid impact detector and a cosmic ray detector. These were installed on top of Juno 1 rocket in a tub that rotated at 720 rotations per minute. The spinning kept the satellite stable after it separated from the rest of the rocket. This was essential because the satellite could not carry fuel or engines to stabilize itself. The Explorer 1 satellite confirmed the existence of bands of radiation around the Earth, now known as the Van Allen radiation belts, and recorded 145 impacts of cosmic dust over 12 days.
Wait, this is a entire satellite?
And look, what do we have here, guys? It is the Enterprise. This is an actual space shuttle, guys. And we're gonna go upstairs. You can see the wheels. Let's go upstairs and check it out. Myrnaberg is saying Tang. Yes, Tang. Incredible, right, Salt Lake? Now again, the space shuttle also had delta-shaped wings, just like the shape of the wing on the Concorde. Wow. Myrna's saying smaller than I imagined. If you were actually here, it is quite large. And yes, that is Martin Luther King Jr. down there. We'll get to that in a minute. Oh, wow. D. Michael saying, I saw the Challenger on the pad in Florida. It blew up a couple of days later, so it said yes. I remember watching that on TV. I definitely remember watching that. Hello, Fifi Marie. Hi, Fifi. Fifi saying, you okay? I'm great. I am great, Fifi. Glad to have you here. And guys, please remember to hit that like button, guys. And of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel and share. Make our way down. Right now we're under the wing. Carrying the first Americans into space, the Mercury capsule. The Mercury spacecraft was the United States' first human spaceflight vehicle. It launched in 1959 and continued in use until 1963. The Mercury program included 7 astronauts: Malcolm Scott Carpenter, Leroy Gordo Cooper Jr., Virgil Gus Grissom, John Glenn Jr., Walter Wally Shearer Jr., Alan Shepard Jr., and Donald Deke Slayton. Called the Mercury 7, they were the first American astronauts. With no computers, all onboard systems were operated by mechanical timers or by the single astronaut pilot. Both Mercury Redstone and Mercury Atlas rockets launched this capsule, carrying astronauts to suborbital and orbital flights. Astronauts could be no taller than 5 feet 11 inches, and space inside the capsule was so restricted that designers had to mold the seats to fit each astronaut's body. Wow. Wow. Exactly. I think we were all in shock, Danette. I think we were all in shock at what we saw. It was devastating, absolutely devastating. And here we are, Martin Luther King. The race is on. In 1964, President Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act. As racial violence escalated across the country, that same year, Congress passed the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, giving Johnson sweeping authority to use military force in Vietnam, and anti-war protests increased along with troop numbers. In the 1960s, political assassins killed social activists Malcolm X, Martin Luther King Jr., and Robert F. Kennedy. Yes, absolutely, the man. As Anthony always says, the man, the myth, the legend. Here he is, Martin Luther King Jr. The man, the myth, the legend. Some models of rockets. Behemoths aimed at the moon, Saturn V and the N1. And it's amazing how much larger the Apollo Saturn V was from the Saturn I. Here's the Saturn V. Look how big that one is. And the Saturn I right next to it. These models represent the vehicles of the final leg of the space race. The Soviet Union moved to the Soyuz rocket, again using the R-7 as the basis for the design. Soyuz began as a test vehicle to launch the newly designed Soyuz capsule, which could hold 3 people. While the Soyuz itself was not capable of putting humans onto the moon, it served much the same purpose as the American Saturn 1B vehicle, a test bed and vehicle for sending crews to low Earth orbit. The Soyuz was also used to launch unmanned missions to the moon. Now, the Saturn V rocket had 3 stages. Okay, so again, here's the first stage. There's the second stage. And there's the third stage. whereas Saturn 1 only had one stage. There were two stages on Saturn 1B. And there's the Soyuz. This is the Gemini Titan. And the Vashkad. And that's the spacesuit. The first spacesuit.
It doesn't really look good.
It doesn't look what? What's the word you said, John?
I have also acted today with the understanding and the
Okay, so right now we are underneath the space shuttle. It's right above me. So we are under the belly of the space shuttle. Thunder and flames.
我都一直在等待我们找到可以坐的。
Okay, I'll read this as soon as the people walk by. Okay, guys. At 8:32 a.m., July 16, 1969, the stillness of the Florida morning at Cape Kennedy was shattered as 5 F-1 engines roared to life, generating a combined 7.5 million pounds of thrust that propelled the massive Saturn V rocket and astronauts Neil Armstrong, Edwin Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins away from Earth.
20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5,
And Anthony's here. Hey, Ant.
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Okay, we're gonna move along. The world watches. As Armstrong stepped down onto the powdery lunar surface, millions witnessed a transcendent moment through the grainy images broadcast to nations around the world. As the 1960s were coming to an end, the landing marked a triumph. While Soviet television did not broadcast the event, it was covered in Soviet newspapers of the day. China, which did not have formal relations with the United States at the time, made no formal statement about the landing. Emily wants to know, are we on Mars yet? The New York Times. Hey, Damon Dunn is here. Hi, Damon. Damon joining us. Anthony is here. Both Danette and Anthony joining me in the mod squad. Check out the Everybody remember this kind of a TV? I think I had one of these. Johnny Azari is running us. Hey, Johnny. How you doing? The personal spacecraft, the Apollo A7L spacesuit. For those of you that are just joining us, we are on the Intrepid Sea, Air and Space Museum. Elle saying, oh my God, that TV is kind of scary, right? I had a black and white TV too. I had one too. So, the Apollo A7L spacesuit designed for the harsh environment of the lunar surface. The Apollo A7L spacesuit was used for Apollo 7 through Apollo 14 missions and is the same type of suit worn by the Apollo 11 astronauts. Excuse me. It says, safety and mobility were key factors in the A7L's design. Previous American suits received life support from the spacecraft via long umbilical hoses. The A7L's self-contained life support backpack made such hoses obsolete, increasing the astronauts' mobility on the lunar surface. The A7LB suit was designed for use on the lunar rover on Apollos 15 through 17. The suit was made from 21 different materials in 24 layers. These layers provided a seal to keep breathable air and pressure around the astronaut, rejected heat and radiation, actively cool and prevented abrasions, tears, and punctures. With the portable life support system backpack, the A7L suit weighed nearly 200 pounds, wow, but allowed astronauts to work untethered on the moon for up to 6 hours. Wow. And there it is. Wow. Gorge was furious when he interrupted Sesame Street for this nonsense. Oh, stop. Wow. Apollo 11 countdown. Wow. How to launch a moon rocket. The Apollo 11 mission rules, launch vehicle, launch countdown demonstration test, and countdown operations manual seen here were used in the Apollo 11 mission and launch control rooms. 330-page Apollo 11 mission rules manual included pages of instructions for every phase of the mission from pre-launch to splashdown. The manual identified every action the crew and ground support took based on the phase of the mission and real-time data and conditions. These rules were part of the procedures that allowed mission control staff to give a go or a no-go for launch. This countdown operations manual is specific to Saturn V number 506 Apollo 11 and covers launch countdown demonstration test, the dry run of operations before the actual launch, as well as the steps needed during the actual launch countdown. This manual has been autographed by Edwin Buzz Aldrin. Wow. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. By the way, here's the back of the shuttle. There's the wing. See how big this wing is, guys. Look how big that wing is. Okay, we're gonna move along. Oh, thank you, Virginia. Virginia giving it 5 stars. Awesome. Thank you, Virginia. There we go, 5 stars. Thank you so much, Virginia. Home away from home, the Apollo Command Module. Okay, this 1:4 scale model based on an early design shows the final proportions and interior layout of the Apollo Command Module, the CM, designed to transport the Apollo astronauts to the moon and protect them during Earth re-entry. The CM functioned as the living quarters for the crew during most of the mission and launched atop the Saturn V rocket. After ferrying the crew to the moon, the Apollo capsule remained in lunar orbit with 1 crew member while the other 2 astronauts descended to the lunar surface in the lunar module. When the surface mission was complete, the LM launched and docked with the orbiting CM that then carried all 3 astronauts back to Earth. The ablative heat shield of the Apollo capsule protected the astronauts from the extreme temperatures experienced when entering the Earth's atmosphere.
So there was letters or this kind of
This is the Soyuz capsule. Soyuz descent and re-entry. And again, this is what the Soviet Union used.
Wow. 你们真的住人。
Salt Lake saying absolutely great tour around. Thank you so much, Salt Lake.
他们发射了。爸爸，你帮我。哇！所以他们是躺着。
And thank you again, Danette, saying, I agree, Virginia, this is great. Thank you so much, Danette. Dolphin Bear wants to know if I'm going out for something to eat afterwards. No, I cannot go out for anything to eat. It's still Passover, so I'll be eating at home. Okay, so the Soviet Union used this type of spacecraft for the Apollo-Soyuz test project, the ASTP, in 1975. Like the American Apollo capsule, it was designed for the crewed lunar missions and is a single-use vehicle. Updated versions of this design continue to fly today. Oh yeah, oh no, Dolphin Bear, no. It's okay, no need to apologize. Don't worry about it, Dolphin Bear, no need to apologize. Okay, and here is a model of Saturn V, a giant model. The Saturn V rocket is the most powerful launch vehicle ever successfully flown. The NASA Marshall Space Flight Center team developed the vehicle from the ground up for the Apollo lunar missions. To this day, it remains the only vehicle to ever have carried astronauts beyond low Earth orbit, safely carrying all Apollo missions from Earth to the moon. Although the final launch of Saturn V was in 1973, this rocket continues to inspire people today. This is a 1:10 scale model. And they have a gift shop. And let's see. How much is it?
Check it out. It's $35 for a set of 4 and digital. Did it say anything about space?
Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to buy it.
How many people are in your photo?
Oh no, we didn't.
But there I am on the moon, guys.
Hi ma'am, want to check out your photos? Excuse me? Myra? Your photo? Alright. She's part of your
It would be $20. Yeah, because Hi guys. These are the photos.
I don't think I'm gonna purchase it. I'll be able to take a screenshot. And they have freeze-dried treats. They used to sell the freeze-dried ice cream, I remember. Now they have all kinds of different freeze-dried.
that one just.
And I've seen all these freeze-dried things over at Yes, Virginia definitely is a very cool museum. Absolutely, the gift shop. Yeah, I don't know how much everything is, but I'm sure it's pretty expensive. Oh wow, this jacket is gorgeous. Wonder how much it is. Wow. Ooh, it's $130. Wow. Wow. Okay. All right, so now we can go back out here as nightfall is upon us here in Manhattan. Check out the city at night, guys. We did miss the sunset. Yeah, $130. Yep. That's right. Yeah, we did miss the sunset, guys. The sky still looks beautiful, though. Don't you just love Manhattan at night, guys? Gorgeous. And we're at just over an hour and a half now. The city looks so beautiful. Beautiful, clear night. The city looks gorgeous. Looking all the way to uptown Manhattan, the Upper West Side.
Guy, come here. Here. Guy, look, come here.
Okay, so we'll check out some more of these aircraft. Salt Lake's nobody saying beautiful. Isn't it gorgeous? Manhattan at night. Simply beautiful. There's the Empire State Building. And hey, Barbara McPeak. Hi, Barbara. Thank you for bringing us along. Oh, it's my pleasure, Barbara. My pleasure. Definitely my pleasure, Barbara. Some more choppers. Coast Guard chopper.
It's already like the outdoor movie.
I wonder what this line is for. Oh, astronomy night. Oh, telescope viewing. Oh, wow. Another line. I don't think we're going to wait on that line. And hello, Kiana Maria. Hi, Kiana. So, let's see. What is this aircraft? Okay, it's a Grumman WF2 E1B Tracer. Ah. Kind of hard to see because there's no lights. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to start to make our way back down. Because there's no lighting up here. Wow. Isn't the skyline gorgeous? I'll show it to you. There's 12th Avenue right below us. And there's a beautiful New York City skyline. That's right, Virginia. So many things to do and see for free. Now again, this is only for select Friday nights here on the Intrepid. Normally, the Intrepid would probably be closed by now. But only on select Friday nights, they're giving these free tours. Virginia's saying the skyline is so gorgeous any time of day. You're right, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's 12th Avenue right below us. Yes, you're right. Yes, Virginia, they're going to be doing movie nights also here on the Intrepid. That's right. Also free. You have to bring your own lawn chair and picnic basket. A picnic basket. Hey, boo-boo. Slowly saying free for Alan the Rockstar. Okay, so we are going to make our way back downstairs now. Irma saying looks very nice. It is beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And again, guys, please, please, please make sure you hit that like button if you like what you see. If you're new to the channel, guys, please subscribe. It is free. And of course, I thank everybody here for all of your support all the time. Hershey's Kisses. We love you all. Lots of love to everybody. You know how they go up, they always come right back down. So please, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Okay, so it's starting to get dark, or it already is dark. And the homie's getting hungry. You got a hungry homie. So being that I cannot go out to eat because it's still Passover, I will be heading home so I can make myself something to eat. 3 more days of Passover. Again, I want to thank everybody for your wishes of a happy Passover. Thank you all so much, guys. It meant the world to me. It always means the world to me, guys. You're my homies. You're my family. I appreciate you all. I love you all so much. Thank you to everybody. You guys are all awesome. Okay, so now I have to find the steps to get back down. I think, were they over here? I think the exit was here. Oh yes, Myrna, and thank you too. Yes, absolutely. Okay. I have to find the exit. Hi, which way to the exit?
Exit right there where the light is on the ground.
Oh, okay, thank you. And Hala is joining us. Hey, Hala. Merc Caduceus is also joining us. Hello, Merc. And caught you looking, saying, do you like egg and onion matzah, Strites brand? I'm not crazy about the egg and onion. I like the plain egg matzah. Not crazy about the egg and onion. Okay, so we are going to make our way downstairs. Abandoned ship. And oh guys, the submarine, I almost forgot. There's the sub. Actual submarine. That's right next to the Intrepid. And by the way, guys, if you were here joining me when they had the New York City Food and Wine Festival, this is the location where it was held. It was held right here. It was actually down there. Right down there. That's where they had the Food and Wine Festival. And I'm sure they're going to have it again this summer. So I will definitely be buying a ticket for that. And who knows who they'll have this year. Last year when I was here, of course, they had Ice-T and they had Reverend Run from Run DMC. That was awesome. They gave a concert. Continuing on downstairs. And hello to Jonathan C. Jonathan, I meant to tell you I did read your email. And on May 8th, I am not sure yet what I'll be doing, but I did read your email. Again, I'm not sure what I'm doing on May 8th. If I can get to Kew Gardens, I know exactly where it is. I know 8002 Kew Gardens Boulevard, so I know that area very, very well. So if I can get there on May 8th, I will definitely get there if I can. I have to see what my plans are for that day. I do know that it is a weekday. It's a Wednesday because May 1st is also on a Wednesday. So I know that I'll have to work that day, but if I can get there at night, I will try. I can't make any promises, Jonathan, but I will try. Okay, so we're going to go back downstairs now. Now there's a huge line. I think it's for the submarine. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's to actually go on board the sub. Might be. Not sure. But we're heading down anyway. Yeah, this is for the submarine. That's that line. But let's see how close we can get to the Concorde. I don't know if we can get close. Yeah, maybe we can. I don't know. Let's see. Got soda machines here. And I think we got to be careful about putting lyrics to songs because I'm not quite sure as far as copyright. Not quite sure about copyright, you know, if we're putting lyrics. So we got to be careful about that. Okay, it looks like this is as far as we're going to get, as far as getting close to the Concorde. But here it is, guys. There it is. What a gorgeous aircraft. Crazy fast, right? Salt Lake, absolutely. Crazy fast. Okay. And of course, there is the Hudson River. So we're going to make our way now to the exit. I'm gonna hop on the M42 bus. 42 goes down 42nd Street. And I'll take that back to the subway. Hop on the train and go home so I can have my dinner. Salt Lake saying it almost looks like a shark. Yeah, kind of, yeah. It does kind of look like a shark. So again, here's the submarine. Get a nice close-up look at the sub. Wow. So we are right next to the submarine, guys. Wow. Jonathan C. wants to know what train I'm taking. I'll probably hop on the number 6. Wow. Check this thing out, guys. Wow. If the line wasn't so long, I'd wait on that line. But I'm not sure if it's a separate entrance fee, whether it's part of the same free thing. Not sure. But anyway, it is getting late, guys, and I do want to get home and eat. Nuclear vessel. A nuclear vessel. And we got caps. Let's see, how much are the hats? Not sure. Not sure how much they are, guys. Wow, $28 for a t-shirt. Hello to PP. Hi, PP. Welcome. Beware of jet blast intakes and props. Wow.
Whichever one. DS 76, I guess.
How much are the caps?
$30.
Oh, okay.
And these, I believe, 35. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. The caps are $30, guys. Rather just buy myself an Alan the Homie cap. Patricia Johnson, hey Patricia. What would you do for a Klondike bar? What would you do for a Klondike bar? So this is the gift shop, the Intrepid gift shop. And they have iron-on patches. I wonder how much these are. Maybe I could buy one of these, give it away as a prize. I don't know how much they are. They have Intrepid pins. I don't know how much they are. They don't have prices on them. Excuse me, do you know how much the patches are?
$5. The other one
Oh.
is $30.
Okay, so that patch is $5. Oh, the pictures, yeah, the pictures were $35. I was not going to spend $35. Besides, I got a nice long look at the picture through my camera, so I'll be able to take a screenshot of it. So that was it, guys, homies. That was part 2 of today's live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me grab a seat for a minute. The shop helps keep the submarine business from going underwater. That was good. So that was our excursion onto the Intrepid. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. There is the back of the Intrepid, guys. Thank you, Virginia. Virginia saying, great job, Alan. Thank you so much. Virginia gave it 5 stars. Again, thank you so much. Danette saying, score, go NY. Myrna Bergen saying, bravo. Thank you. Yes, definitely. Guys, if you're in Manhattan, you got to check this place out. What an awesome museum this is, guys. Another one of the great museums here in Manhattan, the Intrepid Sea, Air, and Space Museum. Definitely got to check this place out, guys. Now, again, I came here on a free Friday evening. They only do this for select Friday nights. They will also be doing a movie night here on the Intrepid, where you have to bring your own chair and your own picnic basket. Sharon D. Pasquale saying thank you for taking us along. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Dolphin Bear saying world-class, top-shelf experience. Love you all. Thank you, Alan. You're so welcome, Dolphin Bear. It's been my pleasure. Thank you all for joining me. Lisa UK Girl saying love the 2 homie streams today. Sending a whole bunch of home emojis. A whole bunch of different, all the home emojis. Thank you so much, Lisa. And Hershey's kisses to you too. Let's give Hershey's kisses to everybody. Hershey's kisses to everybody. Let's see if we can get an extreme close-up. Extreme close-up. LAB saying yabba dabba doo. Salt Lake Snowbunny saying nice, Alan. Thank you, Salt Lake. D. Michael saying Flintstones. Irma saying have safe travel back home. Thank you so much, Irma. Lisa sending some more home emojis. Hershey's kisses. Thank you, homie, for an ab fab streams. You are so welcome, Lisa. Thank you. Guys, please give a thumbs up to my awesome mod squad. They are so awesome. HC Teacher, Virginia, Cool Guy, Ricardo, Lisa UK Girl, Lisa UK Girl, Wolfgang Productions. Luna was not here tonight. Luna, where are you? And of course, Danette and Anthony were both here. Thank you, Danette and Anthony. DNA, please check out DNA's YouTube channel. Don't forget to also check out Cool Guy's YouTube channel. Karina Thompson, thank you. Desi Des, thank you for your $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much. Emily Gangadine, thank you, M. It's always great having you here. L, the original, my dear friend L. Thank you, thank you, thank you, L. And please, again, say hello to Mom. Hello, Dolores. I hope you're doing well. I hope you'll be able to come here for Mother's Day weekend. Dolores, if you're watching, lots of love to both of you, both Elle and Dolores. And of course to Courtya Looking, thank you so much, Courtya. My awesome, awesome, awesome mod squad. They are fantastic. The best in the business. They are awesome. I was saying, let's go Rangers. Yes. I know the Knicks lost last night, but that's okay. They're still up 2-1. They could still win it. So, let's go Rangers. Let's go Knicks. Let's go Yankees. The best in the biz. That's right, Dolphin Bear. The best in the business. They are the best in the business. Yes. So definitely check out anybody that's got a YouTube channel. Danette and Anthony, Lisa UK Girl, Cool Guy. Please check out their YouTube channels. Who else? Oh, who am I forgetting? I know I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, and Barbara McPeak saying happy Passover, Alan. Thank you so much. And to all of those that celebrate Passover, a happy Passover to you too. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. So thank you, Myrna Bergen. Thank you, Irma Westerback. Thank you, Mercaducis. Thank you, Sally Scipio. Thank you, Patricia Cruz. Thank you, D. Michael. Thank you, LAB. Thank you, Salt Lake Snow Bunny. Thank you, Wahala. Thank you, Gorge. Thank you to Sharon D. Pasquale and Sharon L. Thank you, Patricia Johnson. Thank you, Kiana Maria. Thank you to PP. Coleslaw. Thank you, Coleslaw. Trying to go back to see who else I missed. Again, thank you, Myrna. Thank you, Jonathan C. Thank you, Jonathan. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Thank you, DC322. Thank you, DC. Barbara McPeak. Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Dolphin Bear. Oh, Johnny Azaria. Thank you, Johnny. And yes, please check out Johnny Azaria TV's YouTube channel. Johnny Azaria, how you doing? We love Johnny Azaria. Please check out Johnny Azaria's YouTube channel as well. And guys, I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to everybody that was here for both part 1 of my live stream when I did the cooking live stream this afternoon. And of course, part 2, which was this one right here from the Intrepid Sea, Air and Space Museum. So thank you, everybody. We love you guys. We're going to wrap this one up, guys. We're going to put this one to bed. Give it a nice soft pillow. And Ricardo sending a whole bunch of Hershey's Kisses. Thank you so much, Ricardo. DC, thank you. Have a great night. And Desi Des, you too have a great night. Thank you again, Desi, for your $4.99 super chat. Don't forget, tomorrow is a members-only live stream with trivia. Yes, it'll be about between 4 and 4:15 tomorrow afternoon. So my members, people that are members of my Homies Herd, please join me tomorrow for the members-only live stream between 4 and 4:15. Make sure you study that Passover live stream because I will ask questions. I'm going to get home because my back is starting to kill me. Thank you, Danette. Oh, thank you, saying this was epic. Thank you so much, Danette and Ann. Thank you both so much. I can't wait to see you guys soon. Maybe next Saturday night at, hopefully at the Queen's Night Market, because it'll be after Passover. So I will definitely be able to go there. Desi does saying I'll try and remember. Oh, that's okay. Hey, if you can't, you can't. Don't worry about it. So guys, let's wrap this one up by saying this live stream is just about over and done. Make your life sweeter with food and fun. If you're ever in need of anything to do, always know that the homie will be there for you. And life is full of hits and misses. And until next time, I bid you adieu with love, hugs, and Hershey's kisses. Thank you so much. Yes, Danette, we will talk. Definitely talk. More toffee and chocolate and water. Dirty water, hot dogs. We will talk. Definitely, Danette. Okay, have a great night. I love you all. How sweet it is. Love, love, love to everybody. Hershey's kisses to everybody. Be well, be safe. I know I will be. And I will see all of my homie members tomorrow. Members of my Homies Herd, we'll see you tomorrow. Members only live stream between 4 and 4:15 tomorrow afternoon. Love you all. Let me get that outro ready. Let me wave goodbye. And I will see you again tomorrow. Members only. Bye, guys. Love ya. Okay, the outro is ready to go. I bid you peace. Bye, everybody. And fun.